side, we've got the traditional Link sprite.
Yes, indeed. I always have to use the Link sprite because I'm bad at bomb jumping. So it's fun to be able to see other people using different sprites.
Here we go. We've got a big heart out of Link's house and an immediate save and quit from AaronDobbe.
Gonna head on up to the sanctuary, see what's up here.
And presumably do the lumberjack cave check. We had an immediate map check from Vascos and I missed it.
I did too. So quick. Vascos is gonna go up here to the uncle, do a tree pull, so a little bit of route diversions right here off the bat.
Ten arrows from the tree pull.
I'm just barely getting to that bomb.
Yeah, but he still got it.
That's all that matters. Aaron also gonna find a tree pull here, some arrows. Not gonna have to worry about hunting down those.
Okay, so we got a red crystal at Eastern Palace from our wonderful tracker Flaffy.
Ah, nice. Thank you, Flappy.
So just to give an immediate shout out, our tracker today is Flaffykins. Our restreamer today is Sir Laugh-A-Lot.
Oh, we got 3 crystals. I see a red crystal at Hera, and then the other 2 are not. I couldn't see any numbers. Aaron falling down here in the forest. Gonna find just a 5-arrow upgrade.
Well, those aren't anything to sneeze at. They're not really anything to go out of your way to get, but they're not bad.
They're not the worst thing in the world.
I mean, it's not like it's big 20 rupees or anything. Okay, Vascos must have seen that a lot faster than I did, because I didn't even see what was on the anxiety ledge.
Yes, I missed the quick check also. Oh, and the bottle tenders swindling away.
And AaronDobbe heading down to buy some bombs. No, he's going to check tavern first. A +5 bomb in the mushroom spot. And a big 20 out of tavern.
Yes, indeed. Smart to check there first, just in case it had bombs. Then you could gamble on maybe finding more in the village and other places without having to spend any money.
Well, you know where you can get 4, so you know you can get a +3 with a bomb. AaronDobbe checking Chicken Hut. Chicken Hut has 5-arrow upgrade.
Third one of those we found so far. Arrows are free this seed.
Vasco's heading down to Blind's basement. And if he does not find a bomb down here, we'll need to get bombs somehow. We'll need to buy them.
I like the play to come down with 1 bomb here because you can check all 5 here and 4 in the well if you really want to.
And a lamp and a hook shot.
Slightly more valuable than just some bombs.
And a blue mail. And a sword.
Well, Blind's house just
Hype basement?
up.
Dare I say hype basement?
Yeah, it could be. We're just a glove away from having access to East Side Death Mountain.
Or a flute.
Yeah, a flute would get us there too. Aaron checking the well now. Oh, wow. What are those?
We have boots. And another big heart. I can recall a seed and a moon pearl. Kakariko just gearing everything up.
Yeah. Vascos getting his arrow upgrade there out of the chicken hut. Gonna be happier once he gets up to the well here and finds those boots.
And it's just 5 rupees on the ledge in the library.
I like this play with the boots going straight into the house. Just skipping the ledge check, just going straight to the race game.
Yeah, I think that's a good play, and then you can just nope out if it's something you don't want, like it is, with just being a big 20.
Alright, let's go getting the treasure of the well.
AaronDobbe can head in and check Uncle.
I wouldn't be surprised if he goes and finishes the front half of Escape here.
Maybe even the back half as well with sword and lamp.
Yep, depending on if he gets that key. Vasco's heading back to the house also.
Probably heading down to check the Sluice Gate and Mini Moldorm Cave, and potentially Ice Rod Cave.
Yep, I could see all of that. Maybe even Fake Flipper up to the Zora area if he gets some more money.
Maybe, or Fake Flipper over to Hobo.
Oh, hey. Well, there's the East Death Mountain.
Yep, there's our flute.
Just some actual more arrows there for Aaron in the first escape chest.
And Vascos heads into Mini Moldorm.
Hookshot making this fight a lot easier. Just hit them each once.
Yes, much easier than having to try to do that with bombs, or one that I've had to try recently in a seed, Hammer.
Oh man, Hammer is awful for those Mini Moldorms. Well, some money there for him, but not quite enough.
Well, I think you almost have to do Ice Rod Cave here, because where else are you going to route it in?
Well, with having the boots and the flute, you could really fly down anytime you want. It's not the worst check.
And it's a 5 bomb upgrade on the Lake Hylia Island. And I missed what AaronDobbe got out of the Zelda chest. But AaronDobbe setting up a Death Warp.
And he did not find the key. So there's definitely...
It was just a Pizza Heart.
Okay.
AaronDobbe heading in to do the escape.
And then, I mean, even if he doesn't find the key here, it's just a quick save and quit out, and then jump in the backside from Sanctuary when you find some gloves. Otherwise, get the key and keep going. So,
And he does get the key.
oh, and a bottle.
Bottle out. Yes, bottle and bonk rocks. That opens up a sick kid check.
Vascos will be happy to do that when he gets there to activate the flute on his way here. Oh, we're getting a swag duck from Vast. 3 chests here from Aaron. What do we have? Hard container. Map.
Well, we knew map.
Yeah.
And sick kid just has a little bit of love. AaronDobbe, meanwhile, heading down to do the Southern High.
He will be very glad to see the flute.
And Vasco's heading over to do Ice Rod Cave.
Aaron's heading over here to the mini Moldorm Cave.
Just goes up to the mountain, and he's going over to get Dennis.
See what the old man will have for us today.
And Vascos gets... I missed what Vascos got.
I couldn't tell either. But now with that in tow, we'll be heading up the mountain, probably see what's on Spectacle Rock.
Always a pretty reasonable play. He's going into Bonk Rocks to pick up his bottle.
That seems also good.
Okay, Vascos in Paradox Cave. Three bombs, big 20, another big 20, another 3 bombs, and Fisher Price's My First Shield.
Yeah, not so great up there on the mountain so far as we know.
Well, the shield is never a bad thing to pick up.
Oh, a Master Sword somewhere for Vascos. That's a good pickup.
That gives us the possibility of Aghanim.
Oh, it was from
That
the
was
old
Old Man.
All right, we're having a little minor technical difficulties. Just bear
And the
with us.
hammer.
Oh,
Halt.
the hammer.
The hour of the hammer is upon us.
That gets us all the way back over to Hera. Climb back up the mountain. Aaron jumping across here to the east side too should be right on Vascos' heels.
Yes. And with Tower of Hera being a red crystal, that makes it even more attractive a play.
Oh, definitely. And you have a fire source, so you can't get to the basement.
Got Ether Medallion in the cage. That's one of the 2 items in there.
Always happy to see the medallions. Since they can be literally anywhere except for in the dungeons they have to be in. Or are needed for, rather.
And Vascos sets up his coffee break.
Nice little time, not have to worry about taking any damage here. Stretch out your hands, relax those fingers for a minute. Aaron dropping down into the spiral cave will soon be getting his hammer also.
And obviously we know this is going to be big key for Vascos.
And then the long walk back up. Nope, just gonna take the death warp here in the mold room.
Yeah, I think the death warp is the right play with when you're that low on health, because it's also a heal.
Just would take forever with the Stalfos, because the mold worms do twice as much damage. Making quick work of that first hard hat beetle room.
Those beetles are incredibly annoying.
And gets the hook shot out here with the boots, and the hook shot will not even have to bomb jump and just get the big chest easily. Bonk back across. Oh, and that means Moldorm has our item up here in Tower of Hera.
And we get horrible Trolldorm. Question is, will we see Master Sword? Will we see Master Sword use? Will we see Hammer strats? Looks like Vascos is just going to do Master Sword.
Master Sword's been the same as the hammer. Oh no! Trolldorm strikes again. Swapping out to the hammer this time. Round 2. And Aaron.
Oh, down through the middle.
Oh no. Trolldorm knocking Vascos into the middle hole. Just 2 floors has to climb back up now. Aaron did not set up the cocky break and just attacked all the tiles for contrast.
Yes, and that's what I usually do in that room. I'm not good enough at setting up the coffee break. Also takes the death warp off of the Stalfos. Vasco saying, screw this, I'm just gonna hammer.
Oh no. Trolldorm just winning today.
You know, yes, Master Sword spins do the same damage as the hammer. I still count I still would say the hammer is the safer of the 2 strats.
Oh no. Not another middle fall.
And I call it the safer. You can you risk getting poke damage instead of spin damage. So poke damage will make Moldorm give you fast Moldorm.
Yes, make him angry. All right, well now both players going into Trolldorm together here. Oh, Vascos getting knocked off again.
Vasco's just not having a Moldorm fight.
Yeah, some days beats you over and over again. Aaron, with the combination of spins and hammers, makes quick work of Trolldorm on his side. Oh no, and Vasco's taking a death. Also, just Moldorm, the bane of Vascos' existence today.
Okay, we've got green pendant Mire, red pendant Turtle Rock, and blue pendant Swamp. And crystal 6 is Thieves Town.
I guess Moldorm dropping the Power Glove will definitely give lots of progression here.
Yes, I love the Power Glove. It's so bad. And I completely missed what was in Hype Cave. Or as I like to call it, the Cave of Inevitable Disappointment.
Alright, Vasco's coming back again. Round 7. We got this. 2 easy hits. Got the third one. Down goes Moldorm. Vasco's getting that Power Glove and will get the crystal and be very happy to be rid of the Tower of Hera.
So now that we've had a Dark World map check, let's think, what do these runners need for Go mode?
Let's see. No, not the Ice Rod. That'll be a load off their minds.
They do still need Fire Rod. They need the bow, obviously.
The flippers, the mirror. No,
Wired.
wait.
flippers is required by logic, but we've already seen that these guys can fake flipper, so they don't actually need the flippers. Unless they have to go into Swamp Palace, obviously.
In Swamp Palace. And they don't need the red cane unless something is in Turtle Rock or at Vitreous. Or, of course, at that pedestal.
Right. And then that's the other question is pedestal. Okay, we've got a 5-arrow upgrade chest
and
cane.
A piece of heart over in the Sea House. At this point, the bow could be there, and that's about it, realistically.
Yeah. Bow is about the only thing that could be in there. We've got a tempered sword in Thieves Town. Now, I was doing commentary on a seed earlier in the weekend that that was an hour 20 in Aghanim 1 required.
Oh, I saw that. Was that because of the Pyramid Ferry, right?
Yep, because it was the only way to get the Pyramid Ferry. Now we can say with full confidence Aghanim 1 not required in this seed.
Yes. Unless because there was something at the Anxiety Ledge that I missed, or did we figure that
out? If there was something at the Anxiety Ledge, they would have done Aghanim 1 by now. Because they've had the means to do it. Vascos continuing his way through Thieves Town gets a piece of heart. That would be 2 of the Thieves Town items.
You got the vanilla big key there.
Well, big key has to be in one of the front 4 chests.
Right, because you gotta have it for this big key door right coming up.
Now, I guess my question is, do you think, since Thieves Town is the other Pyramid Ferry crystal, do you think we're going to see a Pyramid Ferry check early?
I don't doubt it. I think Vascos will check it on his route down to the south part of Dark World. And just route it in with everything else on that route. Just pick up the bomb, go up, check the pyramid and the Pyramid Ferry at the same time, and then maybe go on up to Catfish after that.
I think that makes a lot of sense. And there's a map in the radioactive cockroach room.
So that still leaves us with 2 items to go. Luckily, having the hammer, they won't have to worry about leaving something behind in the big chest.
Agreed. I actually try to avoid doing Thieves Town until I have the hammer for that very reason.
I do too. It always sits in the back of your mind if you have something there. Oh, and some powder.
Okay, there's 1 item left and there's 2 possible locations. We have powder, we have hammer. Dare I say it? Do you want to have a fetch quest?
Oh, and blind will have our last item. Without the mirror, it's going to be a little bit harder to get back over to the bat for the fetch quest. Might be a while before we see that get turned in.
True. Blind, one of the a very interesting fight, because it doesn't matter what kind of sword or weapon you're using, it's always 9 hits.
Yes. And the fight is completely scripted if you get it right off the bat.
I've never figured out how to get that completely scripted fight.
Vascos did a great job of it. Easy.
Yes, he did. If you can get blind down before he switches down to the lower part of the screen, you're doing it right.
Alright, now we're going to see Vascos heading south.
Okay, we're going to see digging game. And blind, of course, is your source for bad jokes. Okay, our digging game prize was 5 rupees.
Paying all the money to get none of the money. A little of the money. We got Aaron heading back into the dark world here.
Vasco's gonna check Stumpy. Old Stumpy has a piece of heart. And Vasco's routing his way up. He's gonna check Pyramid Fairy.
Oh, I'm checking Hype Cave first here, probably. Luckily, with Aaron's technical issues, he saved and quit after Hype Cave, and so didn't lose a whole lot of progress.
Okay,
just a little bit.
It's a big 20, a Pizza Heart, validation arrow, 50 rupees, and red mail.
Oh, red mail's alright, you know. The uncle thinks you're a coward, but I don't. I like the red mail.
No, I always like defensive items.
I'm seeing that super bomb.
I'm always even happier to get blue mail, because blue mail is the one that says, okay, now I can take things a little more aggressively. Just icing.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, Vascos heads up, is opening up huge tracts of land. And it's a fairy in a bottle on the pyramid.
Did you see that? The little
graphics glitch? Yeah.
Yeah. I've not seen that one before.
And it's just a Pizza Heart and a 3 bombs in Pyramid Fairy.
So no progression, but an easy check on the way with the early red crystals. Not something you get to see very often in a 34-minute Pyramid Fairy check.
That's true. And yes, this is round 3 of the bracket stage already. This is a Sweet 16 match.
Yes. Game 1 between both of these runners. Neither one has dropped a game in the group or in the bracket stage yet, so this will be their first loss for whoever loses. Alright, so the catfish here has for us just another piece of heart. Aaron going to pick up the maiden and his powder here, and then take his shot at the blind fight.
Vascos going in looking like Vascos is going to do the back half of Escape. Or did Vascos do the Zelda portion of Escape yet?
Vascos hasn't done the front half of Escape yet.
Okay, so Vascos is going to do... Vascos is heading into Hyrule Castle to do Escape. Not going to get anything really out of it, but...
That's blind down for Aaron. Got the second crystal there. Vasco's heading down into the ball and chain area.
And just as a save and quit out is not going to... Oh, he's probably going to check the back part of Escape first from Sanctuary and find no key.
That would make sense.
And when he doesn't find a key in the 3 chests, he'll know that the key has to be in the middle. It has to be in the dark room.
Yeah, question in chat. Aaron is a little bit behind, but because of a computer issue. They were neck and neck when he had his problem. But it only cost him a couple of minutes because of where he had saved.
Right, and yes, that was lucky for him. And wait, it looks like Vascos is setting up a Houlihan room.
Gonna get that money. Go check Zora.
So yeah, he's gonna head up and do Zora and Waterfall Ferry. He's gonna set up his water walk.
Yes, indeed. Aaron gonna find just the trash in the pyramid. Then the bottled fairy there on top.
There's the bow. Waterfall Ferry has the bow, and that is technically a sequence break.
Yes, it is. Technically, food is required.
Technically, flippers are required.
Yeah, flippers, sorry, not food.
And it's just a big 20 on the ledge in Zora.
What will the fish be scamming us with today?
Just a big 20 for a life lesson from Zora.
So with the bow in hand, I would not be surprised to see Vascos go to pod.
I think I would go to Eastern first.
Oh, without a mirror. Yeah, that makes
Without a mirror?
sense.
If I had the mirror, yes, I would do pod and mirror to Eastern. But he heads up to Rufus Xavier Sarsarilla's hut. ₹5, single rupee, and 20 rupees.
And now just going to continue the run into Eastern Palace. I had forgotten he hadn't gone into Sahasrara's house earlier. All the early progression kind of threw off my normal thinking about routing.
Yeah, that can do that. That can happen.
It's very weird to see a Pyramid Fairy check before you've gone into Eastern Palace at all.
That's true. Okay, Cannonball Room. Cannonball Room chest has a Pizza Heart. That is the first of the 3 items in Eastern. AaronDobbe is heading up to do Skull Woods.
And with a little luck here, Vascos might not have to go all the way around to the vanilla big key chest. Might get lucky with the God Eastern.
Big key there. So yeah, there is the possibility of the God Eastern. So there's 2 chests that he would open before the dark rooms to the vanilla big key.
Almost was just missing the glitch out skeletons having to take out the 3rd Stalfos.
And that was a map in there, so vanilla big key chest is going to be checked.
So close. Oh hey, half magic. Be happy to see that.
Always happy to see half magic.
Not that
AaronDobbe
we really had anything to use with it.
AaronDobbe running through Skull Woods. I did not see what if any items he's picked up.
I've seen a map, a big key, and a small key so far.
Okay, so that's the 3 chests he's had. Heading around to vanilla big key chest. I have never been able to get that damage boost right. We have Bombos from the vanilla big key chest in Skull Woods.
That will definitely pay out a little more than the 5 bomb upgrade in the vanilla big key chest in Eastern.
Yes.
And Vasco's heading straight back to Armos now. Tempered Sword just cuts right through those green Igors.
Okay, so what do these runners still need for go mode?
The Fire Rod.
Not necessarily. Oh yeah, Fire Rod for Skull Woods.
For Skull Woods. Maybe the Cane of Samaria if the key's in the compass room in Ganon's Tower?
Yeah.
Maybe all those other
or tile room
if things are in pendant dungeons.
Or if the key's in tile room.
Oh yeah. Just right side at all.
Vascos with the nice quick kill on Armos.
Yes, makes quick work of the Armos Knights.
Did AaronDobbe go up and get the bow?
I do not believe so. I believe just diving into Eastern after checking Sahasrara's house.
That could be costly for time.
Could be. Eastern's not the worst to double dip, even knowing that he's gonna have to go all the way to the vanilla big key chest. If you're checking Sahasrara's house anyway, it's not that bad to just treat it as chests 4 through 6 of his back room.
Well, that's true.
And now Vasco's definitely heading straight over to Pod, just warping the other way.
Because, yeah, you would... It's the natural play at this point.
Oh, definitely. You're already right there in that area.
Aaron gets the 2 Stalfos room.
And a pod without the mirror is a little bit more tedious than normal, just having to run everywhere.
I would call it a lot more tedious than normal.
Fair enough. Especially once you get to the back.
Yeah. I'm a little surprised, well, a little surprised at the routing Vascos is choosing.
Having the bow can go ahead and clear it out and do the right side first. I don't know. You can route pod so many different ways.
Yeah. They will need another lift upgrade. The runners do need another lift upgrade.
Ah, yes. Definitely will need Titans with Smalley.
Yes,
That's
because you have to be able to get up Dark World Death Mountain.
Yep, or to Ice Palace.
Oh, and to Ice Palace. You have to get up Dark World Death Mountain so you can get to Ganon's Tower.
Yep.
Silvers are not required for either of these runners, but it's certainly a nice quality of life upgrade. As you can attest to from earlier in the bracket stage.
Oh, definitely.
It was some kind of a heart on the desert ledge. I didn't see if it was a piece or a full. Possibly need the book to get into desert.
It's a possibility.
They'll need the book.
Especially if the mitts are in desert.
Yeah, they'll need the book or the mirror to be able to get into Desert Palace. Nothing useful in Agina's cave. I'm shocked. Shocked to find nothing useful in Agina's cave. Vasco's setting up Hammer Yump.
Oh.
And finds the Titan's mitts.
Totally worth it. So that opens up a whole lot of the map now for Vascos.
Yes, AaronDobbe is getting rupees to go up and check Zora. So AaronDobbe will be picking up his bow shortly. And we get a cape. So there's potentially another fetch quest item.
Definitely. We did not see Aaron check the spike or the bumper cave, did we?
I didn't see it. I didn't notice it. Big 20 and a key down in the basement of pod.
So without the mirror there, Vascos gonna trade the key for a key just for the fast movement back into this main room.
That is a very convenient bonk back up onto that ledge.
It is. It saves so much time. Alright, let's see what the bat's got for us.
Na 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 na. Flippers.
No more fake flippers. That will probably send Aaron straight up to Zora almost immediately. Vasco's about to head into the turtle room.
AaronDobbe's going to check Hobo first.
Makes sense. It's on the way, quote unquote.
Well, there's no good place to route it otherwise.
Yeah. Just out there.
And just 10 arrows. Vascos heads into Helmasaur King.
Just hammering away on that mask. Take 17 hits with the hammer.
I guess I'm weird. I always used bombs on to blow the mask off when I was a kid playing this game.
I believe that bombs are the intended strat for the fight from Nintendo. There's things in the dungeon in the English version that tell you to use bombs. I think.
AaronDobbe picks up his bow. Helmasaur King just dropped a big 20, as well as crystal. Vascos has 4 crystals now.
Yeah, moving along very quickly. Vascos heading back into the Dark World over here in the northwest.
Potentially going to go get Blacksmith and Gary's lunchbox.
That is a definite possibility. Also, the peg game is open to it.
Yes, peg game as well.
Aaron heading straight to pod.
Which, very important.
Definitely has a huge piece of progression sitting in that big chest.
Vasco showing off the hammer dash. Which is available because this is built off of the Japanese 1.0 version of the ROM. And it's just 5 bombs in Peg Cave.
But at least got to, show off the hammer dash swag strats there.
And Vascos returning the blacksmith.
Getting caught by the creeper lady, snitching you out to the guards. Didn't like the look of that blacksmith you were carrying around, I guess.
And blacksmiths have a single rupee.
Man, scammed by the blacksmiths even. Trade 10 for 1.
Vasco's gonna get his flippers now.
So the flippers for Vascos don't really unlock anything since he still doesn't have the bombos to get into Ice Palace yet.
That's true. But I think Vascos... I wonder if Vascos is waiting to get Fire Rod to do Skull Woods. You know, try to avoid the double dip.
Yeah, I don't know. Skullwoods is one of those dungeons that's easy to double dip because the front half is just the front half there, and then the back half is an easy check. But we shall see.
He's going over to check Bumper Cave.
It's a good piece of information.
Bumper Cave just has a big 20. Now Vascos is going to do one of two things. He's either going to go into Skull Woods, or he's going to go into Gary's lunchbox, and he's going to go do Gary's lunchbox.
It definitely looks that way. Picking it up and immediately save and quit.
Chat calling for Fire Rod in Ice Palace.
Fire Rod in Ice Palace is always fun. Not as much fun as Hammer in Ice Palace, but it's up there.
Double dip into Ice Palace to get the mirror, so you can go into Swamp Palace to get the medallion to open up Turtle Rock, so you can get the hook shot out of Mimic Cave.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, it was. I've played that seed.
I'm so sorry. Alright, Aaron coming in here to the maze is about to find the cape and then the Titan's mitt.
Vasco's finding out that Nagina has nothing.
Alright, now we're going to see my area check.
Ether to get into Mire. Let's see what's in the Mire shed. Now, you can time it. If you time it just perfectly, you can time it to where you don't get hit by those balls if you dash perfectly.
I've never managed to pull that off.
AaronDobbe taking a death work. Vascos opening up Misery Mire.
I would be surprised to see him jump right in.
And he does.
I've seen that Mire usually is either loaded completely or is just a total bust. There's not really a whole lot in between.
Yeah, I can see that. And I guess I route Mire a little differently than a lot of people do, because I tend to route to where I get all of the right side, or as much of the right side as I can, and then go to the left side. And we've got a butter sword.
That definitely will trivialize a lot of things for the rest of the run offensively.
That's a very nice quality of life upgrade.
Definitely.
I usually go up through that door and around, especially with the boots, to switch the.
You go up to the fish room and hit the deal there.
Yeah, to switch the crystal shit. Switch the crystal switch up there.
Yes, indeed.
And then get the chest in the room with the 6 blue blocks.
The blocks and the spikes. That looks like no, well, maybe not. Maybe just the center. We might see Vascos check that chest here. Nope, just gonna go on to the main vanilla big key chest.
And some of that may be just my luck of I get the big key out of that chest in the room with the 6 blue blocks so often.
That is a possibility.
And Vascos messes that one up. So the thing is, if we get everything except the cane, we would be in what's referred to as Schrodinger's Go mode.
Ah, yes, because who knows about that right side of Ganon's tower.
I had a seat like that once, a few months ago, where I had Schrodinger's Go mode. Everything, I didn't have the cane, but didn't need it to get into Ganon's tower, and then Big Key was on the right side.
Oh man.
Fortunately, the cane was in Ganon's tower.
Oh, and there's the vanilla big key for Vascos. Aaron running back through Eastern Palace here won't have to do a whole lot of work. Just rush straight to Armos.
Yep.
And there's the second item, 300 rupees. So no
and
progression
Vascos
there in Mire.
Yep, and Vascos just nopes his way out. Is going to go up and check Dark World Death Mountain.
It's another good play. We haven't seen a whole lot up here.
And he gets dead rocked.
Between Troll Dorm and the Dead Rocks, Vascos is just having an annoying run through today.
Chad asks, wouldn't you prefer to do Eastern when you have silvers? Well, yeah, optimally, but silvers are certainly not required.
And Aaron missing the quick kill just a little bit, but takes out the Armos Knights just the same, gets the crystal.
And I think Plagued One, oh, we've got a mushroom. I think Plagued One in chat makes a good point of using Eastern for thinking time. Using the mop-up of Eastern as time to think.
That's always a good thing, especially if you aren't sure what to do. Running through something you know you're gonna have to clear anyway lets you clear your head and think about it.
And it is Bombos for the Turtle Rock.
Alright, so we have access to both of our dungeons. Oh,
well, at least Aaron does. And there's a book. So Vascos can get into Desert. And can fully clear it, too.
And some more money.
Aaron making the play on Dark World Death Mountain.
Which we know is the better play than going down to the mire area.
And Vascos, although he did check Mire Shad.
Oh yes, I mean into mire itself.
Vascos is going to do Spike Cave. This is one I often forget about.
It's cost me 2 races, and it's the number one thing I have written down on my notes. Spike Cave, don't forget it.
And it just has a Pizza Heart.
Spike Cave, forget it. Aaron also getting that mushroom. See what the fetch quests will have for us.
Vasco's heading over to do his fetch quest, to do his mushroom fetch quest.
Oh, there's Aaron's book.
Vascos heads over to check King's Tomb before he picks up the mushroom item, which I can't say is necessarily a bad idea.
No,
and it's the Bloomerang. Aaron heading over to check Spike Cave himself.
Just a quick flute back there for Vascos. I really like that play.
Yeah, that's a pretty good play. I didn't notice what it was, but he picked it up.
300 rupees. All of the money. Gonna take that and turn it into those potions.
Vascos immediately heads over to do Desert, and it was a full heart on Desert Ledge. Which, that's a good play. It's a crystal dungeon, you can full clear it, it's a quick full clear.
Yes. I would definitely go there before jumping into Skullwoods as far as Vascos. Just having a book. And here comes Aaron too.
And these two runners are pretty much even at this point.
Yeah, it's been a very close race. technical issues and Trolldorm notwithstanding.
Well, technical issues and Trolldorm basically canceling each other out.
Yeah, pretty much. And if you are enjoying what you're seeing, be sure to give these runners a follow. They are both very good runners at this game and are putting on a great show.
Likewise, none of this happens without our restreamer, Sir Laughs a Lot, and our tracker, Flaffykins.
Yeah, definitely putting in a lot of hard work behind the scenes for everybody. Lots of credit to them. Getting a high five there. Vascos heading to the back of desert while Aaron's heading to the right.
And the red meringue. You know, I don't know if I fully agree with the play of just skipping the full heart that's down there.
But once you've already got 10 or 12 hearts, I can see leaving it behind. Neither of these runners really need it. Especially with red mail and tempered or better swords.
I guess I just don't like passing up that safety.
I can understand that. I like to be healthy also.
But I'm also not very good at this, so there is that.
Well, there's only one way to get better. Keep playing and practicing.
Vascos opening up the Landmo fight.
The butter sword will only take 2 swipes at each of them to take them out, so it should be a very, very easy fight.
The only thing that's easier is if you have silvers.
Oh, and a quick jump on the second phase there, kind of trolling Vascos, but easy swipe for the 3 cycle.
Yeah, nice 3 cycle.
Looks a lot better than most of my fights.
It's going to be a little bit more difficult for AaronDobbe with tempered.
Yeah, just slightly. Pulling off those spins, making it look easy.
Not entirely sure where Vascos is going, though.
Nor am I. Oh. And a saving quit from Vascos.
Guess Vascos wasn't sure either. AaronDobbe heading down with Bombos, heading down to do Ice Palace.
Yep, Aaron using Bombos to get in here to Ice Palace, while Vasco's heading back to Death Mountain again.
Oh, did he not do Paradox Cave? No, he's just going. He's going up the stairs. He's checking Ether Tablet.
Going the long way to Ether Tablet. Okay, that makes sense. I was trying to figure out what was still on the mountain that he hadn't done, and just the one spot left. Oh, well.
Silvers.
Look at that. Now fully geared out for Ganon. Ready to take on the pig.
Now, I doubt AaronDobbe's going to go and check that.
Probably not. Vasco's heading now into Skullwoods. That'll get the bombos.
AaronDobbe setting up the bomb jump.
Gets it there.
Nice in that penguin room.
Yeah, made quick work of them. Slashing his way through the lonely fire bar now. Just a map from the freezers.
Yep. Now, could those silvers, do you think, be the difference in this race?
At this point, they could be. If it gets down to it, the silvers make the Ganon fight a lot simpler.
Between silvers and Buttersword. Buttersword makes the first two phases of Ganon much faster.
But then at the same time, with the travel the Dark World to get them and having to climb the mountain twice, will they save the same amount of time that you spent going to get them? Right?
That's a valid concern.
That's always the thought I have when I'm going to look for things.
That's always the trade-off.
So now we're going to see Aaron here on the right side of Ice Palace. Got 3 chests here to check. While Vascos gets
his bombos.
We'll just let the Wall Master take him out. Just a broken heart there in Ice Palace so far for Aaron.
Vascos making a play on Ice Palace now.
Yep, both players have been relatively close to each other the whole race, except for the Skullwoods divergence there about half an hour ago for Aaron.
Aaron taking using the key to get back the easy way.
Yep, now we'll get to check the big chest.
Using the hookshot glitch to get through the blocks easier, so as not to have to wait on the bomb.
Yeah, and it makes it easier to dash out of that room also.
And AaronDobbe heading down to take on Colt Stare.
And we're getting down to it. Cold Steer's got to have something, right?
I would think so.
Not a whole lot of other places we can go.
I mean, we know there's nothing in Mire. We can't even get into. We can't even get into Skull Woods.
There's the mirror that
no,
gives us and all of the other
I'm in Swamp. Now we can get into Swamp. But that also opens up Graveyard Ledge.
Yes, Graveyard Ledge and the south of the Haunted Grove. Checkerboard.
Bombos Tablet.
Several overworld locations. Where to first for AaronDobbe? Nice.
I'm gonna say probably. I'm gonna say AaronDobbe is probably heading to Graveyard Ledge first.
That's definitely what it looks like.
Given where he entered Dark World.
We're getting a pedestal check?
Oh, that's what it looks like.
Alright, well, get your pedestal hypes in chat. Find out what's hiding there.
Just a big heart. I mean, I suppose theoretically it could have been Fire Rod, but that would have told you exactly how. That would have given you a roadmap on how to run, how to clear T-Rock.
Well, you can't clear T-Rock without.
Oh no, you can't. You can't. It couldn't have been Fire Rod. Yeah. It couldn't have been anything useful.
No, the pedestal dream died when we found the bow. But at least we have full confirmation on that now.
Oh, it could have been Red Cane.
Oh, I couldn't, because we need that to clear both Mire and T-Rock.
Oh, that's right.
Now we're getting a blacksmith sequence now that he's got the mirror. That makes sense. Gonna show off these swag hammer dashes also, even though we know it's not gonna pay out.
I'm thinking Fire Rod almost has to be in Swamp at this point.
Yeah, they're in Turtle Rock. If the cane is in Swamp, then we could have the Fire Rod all the way up on the mountain. But that would just be mean.
That would be terrible. I can't disagree with holding off till you have the mirror to do the blacksmith sequence, because especially if you have the book, because then it gives you Bombo's tablet.
Yep, it just routes itself all the way down there.
And that room Vascos is in right now, that has got to be the worst room in all of Ice Palace.
It definitely is up there. Especially if you don't have boots, it's just the worst. Coming at it from that side, it's a little easier.
I think Aaron is going to make the Swamp Palace play. Which, from a numbers standpoint, makes sense.
Routing these couple of overworld spots on the way.
Yes, rounding the ledge and the and probably Bombos tablet as well on the way.
Yeah, better to check them first, just in case they have the fire rod, and then you can go mode swamp.
Well, you don't even have to go mode swamp because it's a pendant.
Oh yeah, right. You just forget about swamp completely. Go kill the moth and get on with it.
Cold stare hugs are really damaging, even in red mail.
Cold stare just wants to give you a big hug and roll you over like a steamroller. And the Bombos tablet has for us.
Fire shield.
That's useful.
Oh, someone in chat just points out it could be Rufus Xavier Sarsaparilla on the green pendant turn in.
Oh, definitely could. That would be mean. So yeah, now Aaron's heading straight into swamp here to drain the water.
And Vascos probably doing the same.
Yeah, Vasco's not even going to check the overworld.
Okay, chat. Someone in chat asks, why get the mirror and then do none of the mirror stuff? Well, chest density in Swamp Palace is so high that it's usually worth it.
Just the compass in the first chest here.
You ever have a seat where that was the hammer?
I haven't. I've seen it twice. But I've never actually had it happen to me. Luckily.
That's just not a fun thought in any way.
Vasco's forgetting about the chest there, going back for it. Yeah, this has been a really close race. Just now it's the hunt for this fire rod. Where could it be?
Yep. And if they find fire rod in here, that's go mode.
And with the compass and the map in the first two chests, you know that you're guaranteed 2 items or 1 item and a big key over on the left side. Aaron is just going to skip that for now. Go straight to the back.
Which I've seen that routing. It's not an unreasonable routing.
With only missing 1 item to go mode, I would probably do that every time.
Now, what happens if you see Kane in here?
Cry a little bit.
Well, I mean, if you're Vascos, if you see Kane in here, obviously you go up and do Turtle Rock.
Yeah, you know you don't have to go into Mire at all.
Well, maybe.
Well, maybe, yeah. Say that.
I think I do green. I think I do. Oh no, there's the Kane. And Vascos almost floods that key.
But now if you're Aaron, you know, you've got the cane. Meyer or T-Rock? Probably
Honestly,
Meyer because you don't have the fire rod, right?
Probably, yeah. And honestly, even if I'm Vascos and I come out of here and there's and all I get's cane, I think I still go back and do Meyer because it's quick to get back to Vitreous.
And it's an item.
And it's a green pendant. I mean, you've gotten both the dungeon items. I think you got both.
Yeah, he got both the dungeon items. But you've got the green pendant item that's just staring at you.
Yeah, but you've got green pendant. And if green pendant is fire rod, then...
Oh,
shovel. And if green pendant is fire rod, then you don't have to dip Turtle Rock.
That's the big key on the left for Vascos. And the fire rod. There it is. Left side of swamp. That's go mode for Vascos. The cane, completely a troll play. Unless the key's on the right side. In which case, that's huge for Aaron.
Yeah.
Oh man, Swamp just having everything. This going straight to the back might be the difference in the race. That's crazy.
I will say yes, it will be the difference in the race, one way or the other.
Fair enough. This is going to be a nerve-wracking few minutes as we wait for the tower to see. And Vasco's heading straight to the back of Skullwoods here. Going to pick up the 7th crystal as soon as he can with the fire rod and half magic and the gold sword. It shouldn't be that hard of a fight to the back. And then the moth shouldn't be that difficult either. Although you never know with the spikes.
You never know with the way that fight is programmed.
Just sometimes it's an easy 5-second fight, and sometimes it's a minute and 5 seconds.
And you don't really have a good concept of which it's going to be until you do it.
Yeah, right. So there's the big key for Aaron, and now here he comes, gonna get that fire rod. Immediately mirroring out. Let me out of here.
Right, so right now, AaronDobbe is definitely in go mode. Vascos is in Schrodinger's go mode.
Yes, indeed.
Vascos picks up Kane O'Brien. And with that being his 7th crystal, we have a little tradition here in the Link to the Past randomizer tournaments where there are 22 possible locations for the big key in Ganon's Tower.
Where will it?
Where will it be?
I always guess bomb chest. Sorry, what were you saying?
Wait, which chest?
I always guess Bob's chest.
Oh, Bob's chest. I always guess tile room.
Ah, well, tile room would be big for Aaron. So Vascos going up the mountain while Aaron's going into the Gibdos room here.
It's kind of unpleasant to go up the mountain the way that Vascos is, but if you didn't open up Turtle Rock earlier, it's faster to do it that way.
And there's less RNG from having to deal with dead rocks.
That's also true.
Run through the empty fields of the mountain. All right.
Yes, Vascos is 17-20 seconds chance of go mode. Because there are 5 chests on the right side that, if the big key is in one of those chests, Vascos has to go find the cane.
Vascos at 1:36:05 is in 2 GT according to our timer. There's a small key.
If it's on the left-hand side, then Vascos has, I think Vascos has it in the bag. Green goo on Bob's chest, rip Bob. If it's on the right-hand side, then AaronDobbe's got this race won. There's a key, +5 bombs, another key, and 3 bombs. That's 7.
And 50 rupees there in the fire bar.
And that's 8. Oh, here's the other thing: is going through these rooms without the cane.
Oh yeah. Making it look easy.
Okay, Vascos into Fire Snake room.
So 3 minutes the difference going into Ganon's tower, according to the timer on Vascos' side.
And he gets the big bomb upgrade. Now for Randomizer room. Now, how will AaronDobbe route this? AaronDobbe using the same routing, or at least starting the same. Fairy and bottle, 50 rupees, 300 rupees in Rando room.
So,
and the other one was not the big key. I didn't see what it was, but it wasn't the big key.
No, it was not. We have 4 more chests to go before it's on the right side. So next we'll see up here is Bob. Stress. Aaron gonna get that 50 rupees in the fire bar. And just a big 20 in Bob's chest.
Well, it's Ice Armos chests or its right side.
And here it comes, the moment of truth. Small key, big 20, full heart container. The key's on the right side.
So now if you're Vascos, where do you go?
That's a great question. Back to swamp, because you can't really go much else. You know it can't be in Mire. You know it can't be in T-Rock.
He's gonna check Checkerboard Cave.
Silver's Red Ether Tablet.
We know he needs to go back into swamp.
Yes. Not getting anything there in the Checkerboard Cave. Fluting to 4. He's going back.
Because it's the only other... It's really the only place he can go.
Yep. The Mire, the Circle of Flowers, Bombos, the Graveyard Ledge. That's about it. AaronDobbe dropping into the Ice Armos fight.
The other question is how much will Silvers and Buttersword help Vascos in the Ganon fight?
Yeah, that really depends on how long it takes him to get back up to the backside of swamp and how long. Oh man, this is going to be a fun end of the race if he can get these. If he can get the cane relatively quickly. Now AaronDobbe going to the right side. The Vascos diving into swamp. Only gonna have to wait for one more water draining animation. No, two, sorry. Swamp takes so long to wait on. I hate it.
Yes, but as soon as he gets that cane, he'll be mirroring out and heading straight up. Heading straight back up.
Oh, he'll have to, yeah, straight back up and then to the right side. Alright, the big chest, just a full heart container. We didn't get to see that earlier. And AaronDobbe is heading up the tower now. Vascos heading down the stairs. We'll drain this water out and then be 1 or 2 chests away from go mode himself.
Yes, I will say it's not just the Ganon fight that that is made faster by the Silvers. It's also the Mimics.
Mimics, definitely. The Landmolas fight.
The Landmolas. Silverless and chat asks, will Silverless and Butters make up the difference? It might. It's gonna be close.
AaronDobbe walking across the bridge there. Not going for the safety room, just going straight up the gauntlet.
That's a nice first room. Chat points out Aaron's gonna think that he messed up not going right.
That's a possibility. Nice Bombo strats running through here the simple way. That Stalfos room can be really trolly.
Oh, to me the worst of the trolls is the last room. Yeah, it doesn't have any conveyor belts, but it's all ice.
Yes. And they can just walk in the most weird directions.
And AaronDobbe doing what I do in that room is just immediately hitting Bombos.
I don't want to fight you guys anymore. Just rain fire down on everything.
AaronDobbe into his landmollas too.
And Vasco's heading over to the right side now. Oh yes, Vascos was looking for the big key. It was on the right side. He did not have the Cane of Samaria. Question in chat.
Yes.
So he had to go back to Swamp Palace to get it. The Argus rush on AaronDobbe paying off big time today.
And now Vascos gets his big key and is heading upstairs.
Yes, Vascos will be entering the gauntlet as Aaron is entering one of these Wizrobe rooms, probably.
So it's still not very far.
No, definitely not.
There's not that big difference between the two.
This is a very close race, with all things considered.
And Aaron checking, probably checking those items, those chests, to see if he can find silvers.
Yeah, probably. Silvers or butter would make Ganon a lot easier than tempered and silverless.
No, I'm still waiting.
Hot strats there for the Stalfos room.
I'm still waiting to find a seed where validation chest has the validation arrow. AaronDobbe into the true final boss room.
Yeah, right. I've only died there once, but it was an immediate dot forfeit.
AaronDobbe with a nice double on the first phase of Agate 2.
Oh, Vasco's shooting to the left and right, getting trolled a little by inputs.
And AaronDobbe is through Aghanim 2, as Vascos finishes off Landmola 2.
Yes, indeed.
For AaronDobbe, it's time to fight the pig.
Vasco's easy work on the first Wizrobe room there.
That is so satisfying to get those with one Cane of Samaria block.
Yes, it is. Having a little trouble with the second one, but gets it second try.
The one thing about having Butter in a Ganon fight is that the first 2 phases of the Ganon fight can be 1-cycled instead of having to 2 or 3-cycle them.
Yes, that is the big advantage.
Vascos through the 4 torches room.
Four torches room, my least favorite room in the whole gauntlet, in the whole Ganon's tower. I hate it.
AaronDobbe into phase 3 of Ganon. Will have to do the Ganon fight silverless.
Now here we are into phase 4.
Did he get? He got torch glitch.
He did. Vascos taking down Moldorm 2. Got trolled enough earlier, wasn't gonna let it happen this time.
I think Vascos still needs AaronDobbe to fall to win, to be able to win.
Yes, at this point. Or take a hug. All right, and that is Ganon down for AaronDobbe.
That will do it. AaronDobbe is our winner. And in a moment, we will have the official SRL time for you. AaronDobbe through the door is our winner with an official SRL time of 1:51:39.
GG to AaronDobbe.
GG to AaronDobbe, and Vascos just about to kick the pig himself.
Yep, and now in goes Ganon to the pyramid. And now Vascos falls in also.
Ganon giving some nutrition advice.
And there's the second phase again for Vascos. Butter making it much faster.
Much, much faster.
GG.
GG to you.
GG. Thank you.
What do you think was the difference in the race?
I think that he didn't get the cane and couldn't. That's for
That-
correct.
That was it.
Oh man. Yeah.
He, on the other hand, got Butter Sword and Silvers.
Yeah, that would help.
Is, another double for Vascos, and that is the pig down for him.
Nice.
Butters.
Oh man.
The last sword upgrade was in Meyer. Silver.
Oh wow. Yeah. So I might have got those if I didn't get the fire rod when I did, but man.
And Vascos through the door with an official SRL time of 1:54:28. So just less than 3 minutes. GG to you, sir.
GG Vascos.
Hey, GG
Thanks.
Vascos.
GG. How much
Those are
time did you
butters.
lose from the blue screen?
Not that much. It was only a few minutes. I blue screened in Thieves Town.
Luckily,
So
you've
I had
gone
just
to
save and quit before.
Cave and got a
Yeah.
save and quit.
It was the cane was the difference.
It was. The cane was the decider in this race. Aaron went straight to the back and rushed Argus instead of going left side and found the cane, and then went back in to do left side after Argus and found the fire rod.
Dang.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that kinda-
usually my plan when I'm one item from go mode is to rush Argus, and it worked out, but not for the reason I usually do it.
Yeah, I went for left side first because I found both map and compass already, so I knew there had to be something at least.
Right.
So, that's why I went up there.
Yeah, I might have gone left side getting the early map and compass too. We were debating that.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have. I don't know if I had gone left side if I would have done exactly what you did, Vascos.
Yeah, if I'd have gone left side and got the fire rod, I'd have been out of there immediately.
Yeah, I was thinking about finishing it, but that would have basically been a right side gamble.
Yeah, just gambling on 5 items out of 22 as opposed to 17.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know if that would have been quote unquote the right play, even though we know in this case it was. I don't. That's
I mean-
rando for you though, right?
The odds certainly favored Kane not being required.
And it was
That's
a
true.
great race regardless. With the
I mean,
technical
even-
issues notwithstanding, and Vasco's having a little bit of trouble with Trolldorm there.
Oh yeah, man. That was awful.
Oh man, it's Trolldorm has its name for a reason.
Yeah, I think I lost at least like 4 to 5 minutes at that.
I'll put it this way: we were commenting that the Trolldorm problems completely canceled out the blue screen problems.
Yeah, that might very well be the case.
Yeah.
Trolldorm, as always, the true champion of the rando. But yeah, great race from both of you guys. A couple of minutes apart. With all of that, it's going to be a great series, and that's just game 1.
Now, have you scheduled game 2 yet?
No, not yet.
Yeah, not yet. Probably going to be next weekend though, because I think our time on weekdays doesn't match up at all.
Yep.
West Coast of Europe, kind of hard to schedule things.
Well, I'll definitely say, I'll just say one last time, if you enjoyed this race, and I certainly did, why don't you give these runners a follow? They certainly should, they certainly deserve it.
Definitely. On a great show today. And also, of course, give a follow to our restreamer, Sir Laugh a Lot, and to Flaffykins, our wonderful tracker, making our job just the easiest. We just have to talk about things. And that DM Stewart 1981 guy, he's pretty awesome too. You should give him a follow.
Nah, you don't need to follow me, but you should give that Clifford TBRD guy a. He's the one that should get the follow.
All right, I guess. Just follow everybody. It's a whole lot of love around here. So, you guys have anything else you would like to say about this seed?
I'm really glad that didn't have to go to Turtle Rock.
I'm a bit disappointed in myself that I forgot Skullwoods was a thing.
Oh, you forgot? We were wondering why you weren't going up there.
Yeah, I forgot.
Oh, see, I just figured you were waiting to get Fire Rod.
Not really. Like, generally yes, but at the point I checked Bumper Cave, I should have gone for Skullwoods.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But before that, I was waiting for Fire Rod, yes.